So,
what's going on YouTube? This is King Craven, aka Dr. Doom from Team Turbulence. I'm going to put up my first YouTube deck profile for my X-Sabers. It's Garsem Control. I know a lot of you probably thinking, why Garsem? Garsem sucks. Think about it, Garsem isn't that bad at all. He's actually pretty good. Consider him a super dark soul for anybody out there that knows X-Sabers, and you guys should know X-Sabers if you're actually watching this video. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any time. Go over my build first and then explain it. I run one Ragagura. Some people don't run him anymore, but I think he's still good, especially to make sure you can utilize the X-Saber hand control loop. One Parlmaru. Nobody runs this guy. I run him since the build that I run is a control based deck, so it's kind of anti-meta-ish, which most people aren't used to. When an X-Saber is destroyed by battle, I can pay 500 and bring him back to the board. So when I'm not trying to be anti-meta, I can still swarm, and it ensures that I have a monster set up to go for full troll the next turn. And him, in addition with Ragagura, makes 2 stars, so you can utilize Formula Synchron. I have one Pashul, obvious staple, 2 Full Helm Knights. I only run 2 Dark Souls. A lot of people run 3. I don't like 3. I have enough little guys, and I have enough searchers where I don't need to utilize them at 3. 2 is really good in this build, because I can still go with Full Helm Knight and go into Heimle and other things, but 3 is unnecessary in this build. And then the star, of course, Garsem. Run 3 of him. A lot of people say he's not good. They don't, like using this guy. A lot of people, when I play, don't even know who he is. Like I said, I think he's like a super dark soul. He starts at 14. When he hits the field, he goes immediately to 16, because he gains 200 for each X-Saber, face-up X-Saber you control. So if you bring out him and Bogart Knight, he's already 18 beater. With full troll, he's 2,000 plus. So when he's swarming the field, he actually can get just as big as full troll on the field, which is very good. Plus, when he's destroyed by any card effect, you can immediately search your deck to add an X-Saber monster to your hand. So if you run Saber Slash, Dark Hole, Torrential Tribute, you get the search off of him. A lot of people think that's not enough, but your opponent also runs them because they're staples. So it actually gets off a very good amount of time. It's very good because your opponent is very reluctant to play your Mirror Force or Torrential, because it's going to end up minusing them, because that card that you lose, being Garsem, immediately goes back to hand, and it gets you what you need for next turn, whether it be Full Troll, Bogart Knight, Full Helm Knight, whatever. So he is the star of the deck, of course, because he has no fear really of being destroyed, only being removed. But, what are you going to do about a Caius, right? So, think of this guy. Also, of course, just like any other X-Saber build, I run Trip Bogart Knight. A couple builds run 2. But you definitely need 3, I think, in this format, especially with Solemn Warning, because he eats up Solemn Warnings. So, instead of not running the builds and then, full troll taking the hit, he takes the hit ahead of time. And with, 5 searchers being 3 Garsems, 2 Dark Souls, I can easily get him in my hand. And last but not least, 3 full trolls. Self-explanatory. Alright, now for traps. I have 1 Oppression. A lot of these are self-explanatory. 1 Solemn Judgment. Torrential Tribute, of course, is a must-have. So you can blow up Garsem, blow up Dark Soul, and you keep pushing your deck for your searches. Mirror Force. 2 Bottomlesses. I think it's also very good in this format. More so than even last format, because I guess with Sabers running around, not Sabers, but what is it, 6 Sams running around, removing Grandmaster and Kaizen, stuff like that, before they go into Shien. Of course, when they go in, after they go into Shien, it's too late, but stopping him before he comes out being preemptive is very good. Also run 3 Gotem's Recall. A lot of people don't run 3 anymore. They all run 2 in the prescribed decks, but I have no problem being able to pull through my deck. So they're almost never dead. Actually, they are never dead. Even when I get them first turn, I can usually make a play to make them useful. I'm running 3 Black Horn of Heavens. Once again, you guys are like, what the heck? Why is he running these bad cards? But not bad at all. Especially in this format where 6 Sams is the deck to beat. I don't like Shien, just like nobody else does. Just stop a inherent special summon for no reason. There's no cost involved, so instead of paying for Solemn Judgment or paying 800 for Oppression, use these first. Keeps them off the field. As long as Shien's off the field, I think that's kind of half the battle. Of course, it's useful with any other number of decks. You got Curry out there. Not as much so with GBs, but of course stopping Geyseras. This is, I think, it's a very good card. If you want to, you can turn around and put in 2 Solemn Warnings in its place and make this another type of negation card. The only reason I don't have Solemn Warnings in my build, A, I sold my Solemn Warnings profit, and B, with the Solemn Judgment and the Oppressions, it's too much life point drain, and you kind of need your life points to a degree. So I think these overall are better. And finally, I do run triple Saberhole. Same reason for the Black Horn of Heaven. It's free negation as opposed to having to pay the life points for Solemn Warning or Solemn Judgment. I know you need to have a Saber monster on the field, but I mean, you go first, you're going to have the Saber monster. They're not going to know that you run 3 Saberholes, of course. These are very good to me. I know I run 7 or 8 monster trap negations, but if you go first, you're easily able to fend them off for 2 turns and negate their summons. That means no gateways, no Uniteds. So by the time they actually are able to make those plays, you already have your field set up. And lastly, spells. Monster Reborn, obvious, as is Trinade, Dark Hole, Book of Moon, 2 MSTs, of course mandatory, and I run triple Saber Slash. Another card everybody's like, why would you run triple Saber Slash? It doesn't target. The blow up is that resolution of effect. So it helps me push the blow up to Garsem. I utilize it a lot. It's very good, especially when Shien's on the board. I can summon 1 Saber, activate it to try to force the blow up of Shien. He has to negate and go into Dark Hole, another Saber Slash, something. So having 4 spell field blow ups is it's very, very good. So that's the deck. I'm gonna have another video that's gonna have the extra deck and side deck. It'll be, of course, smaller than this video, but please leave your comments. Let me know what you guys think. Any changes you'd make. I played this in a box tournament the other week. I placed 3rd, only to a minor play mistake. So it's a very solid, very strong build. 40 cards. So please let me know what you think, and I'll have the second video up as well for the side and extra deck. Thank you very much, and have a good day.